Rhaenyra won the war, supposedly. Now it's time to do paperwork. Some are calling it the best episode of the season so far, but if you didn't watch it, no worries, we've got you covered. This is Watchers on the Couch Too Long Didn't Watch, our pre-episode episode of the podcast for listeners who can't be bothered to keep up with the show, or for those of you who may simply need a quick refresher on what happened. Very high level, very brief. This is for House of the Dragon Season 3, Episode 3, Rhaenyra Triumphant. Following the events of Episode 2, where Rhaenyra Targaryen takes control of the Red Keep, we see her uncle husband Daemon Targaryen meet on the field with Ormond Hightower, nephew of Otto Hightower, who got his head cut off last episode. And Ormond's army that was on the way to reinforce King's Landing before receiving a message from Alicent, or a message from Alicent pretending to be the king, Aegon, requesting that he stay put. Daemon, along with 3 dragons, informs him that the war is over and to stand down, and he'll be taking jeez. Oh man, these names. And he'll be taking Daeron Targaryen with him, the youngest son of Alicent and Viserys, that we've heard mentioned briefly, but we haven't seen yet. And he's a potential claimant for the crown. So Ormond trots him out, and there we go. Or so we think. The big end of the episode twist here is that the kid Ormond handed over is not, in fact, Daeron, but some random kid that they did up to look like a Targaryen. Daeron is alive and well with his own dragon, and Ormond has seized a town, so the war is not over. Dun dun dun. The rest of the episode is the first days of Rhaenyra's reign in King's Landing. The place is in sorry shape. The treasury is empty. Anyone who might know where the money is was killed over the last 2 episodes. Aegon killed all the rat catchers, so there's rats running around everywhere. Rhaenyra's blockade did what blockades are meant to do, so there's a lot of hungry, angry people. And Rhaenyra's basically ill-equipped to deal with any of this, and she starts pissing everyone off in her attempt to speedrun a coronation to legitimize her position as rightful ruler of the 7 kingdoms. Here is a brief list of who's big mad right now. The High Septon refuses to anoint her because he's anointed Aegon, and there's no Aegon body. They're claiming that Aegon is dead, but, no body, no coronation. He also doesn't like dragons much and wags a finger at her, which I don't know if he would do if Rhaenyra was not a woman. She has dismissed her old small council back in Dragonstone because of their lack of meaningful support of her. Mysaria is her new mistress of whisperers, which is probably the only good decision she makes this entire episode. She throws a feast of rats for the nobility that was hoarding wealth during the blockade and sends the gold cloaks in during the feast to take and redistribute the wealth. Hugh, one of the dragon riders, wants to know where he's going to live and when to send for his wife who left King's Landing because there was nothing left for them there. And his request gets punted down the road. She rebukes Daemon's stance that they go fully dark side and stop worrying about gold and poor people. They don't need permission for anything. They have dragons they can just conquer and take whatever they want. And finally, Corlys Velaryon informs Rhaenyra that Adam and Alan of Hull are his bastard sons, and he would like them legitimized with his name. And she does not do this. She handles this extremely poorly. She uses the excuse of rumors of legitimacy that surrounded her first 3 children, who obviously were bastards. If she raises up the Hull boys, then that will shine a light on her surviving strong boy, Joffrey, who is currently her heir. And this causes Corlys to rightfully lose his shit. We end the episode with the fake Daeron reveal that I mentioned earlier, and Rhaenyra burning the rest of the banners of Team Green. One scene in this episode has about a 50-50 split, arguing about whether it's a brilliant piece of storytelling or a reductive cop-out. Not saying which scene, not saying our take. That's going to be for the full episode. But speaking of the full episode, we want your takes for the mailbag for our episode. Send them in now. Mailbag at watchersonthecouch.com while the episode's still fresh in your head. How are you feeling about Rhaenyra right now? Did you think it's the best episode of the season so far? Let us know. Our full discussion with all our theories and nonsense drops on Thursday. Follow/subscribe so it doesn't get buried like one of Rhaenyra's kids. Until then, consider asking ChatGPT about good rat recipes for a fancy dinner and see what you get. Bye!